Divesting from fossil fuels started as a rallying cry among environmentalists on American college campuses in 2011, but has since morphed into much more than just a question of ethics. According to a new report, it now includes around 700 institutions and nearly 60,000 individuals in 76 countries, all committed to ridding themselves of all or some fossil fuel stocks.
This is now a global movement. This is the first time that more than half of the commitments made to divest are from outside of the United States. This is also more diverse than ever. No one sector accounts for more than a quarter of commitments made.
Universities, foundations, and faith-based organizations were the first to divest, but increasingly, for-profit institutions are getting on board. In 2015, Norway's Sovereign Wealth Fund, the world's largest, committed to selling off its coal investments worth an estimated $8 billion. Pension funds in the U.S. and abroad have made similar commitments.
In terms of what's driving this, we believe that the Paris Climate Agreement and the sort of commitment by world leaders to a carbon-constrained economy has significantly increased the riskiness of fossil fuel investments.
Strode says the climate agreement increases the likelihood of so-called stranded assets, fuel reserves that can't be burned if a nation needs to cut emissions. That could cut profits for big energy companies and put little ones out of business. But portfolio manager Bruce Kahn says investing in fossil fuels can still be profitable, and there are risks to cutting them out.
The key is to think about what are the unintended consequences of my portfolio if I were to eliminate the sector. Can I generate my expected returns with the commensurate amount of risk without that sector in my portfolio? And the answer is yes, you can, as long as you understand what risks you're taking by doing that.
The divestment from fossil fuels movement hopes to encourage investment in renewables, and there seems to be a strong business argument for that too. Renewables are the fastest growing energy source in the world. Karina, CGTN, New York.